Chief Mark Chase, City of Claremont.
We are here, aren't we?
We are.
Yeah.
Together
again. How are you today?
I'm swell.
Swell.
I mean, you notice I had a little bit of technical issues.
You had some
morning.
technical, and I watched the magic, and you scramble around and do your thing, and then it came back on.
And I didn't do anything.
Oh, wow.
So
you did in my eyes.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. We were having internet issues.
Yeah. Which
is not my fault, but it's my problem.
Yes, it is.
Don't you love that?
Yeah. That's just life, right?
It is life.
Yeah. There's so many things you can't control, and you're helpless at times. Quite often, we're helpless.
If the internet provider decides to die for 6 minutes, it shuts my radio station off,
and we don't hear your angelic voice.
What a shame!
Yeah, it's
what an absolute shame.
Well, I will tell you, when it went down, I was on my way in, and I continued listening to air, waiting for you to speak. I didn't switch. I did switch to see if it was my radio.
Okay.
And then whatever channel was closest to it came on, and then I moved it back and waited for you to pop back up, Steve.
And I didn't.
No. But anyway.
Such a shame.
But also on my way in, it's very foggy out there.
Yes.
It's sunny right behind me right now, but it is foggy out there.
And cold. What's it, 39 right now?
Yeah, it's a good September day.
Here we are.
Yeah.
So you'll get to hear my angelic voice this Saturday.
Yes, I heard you were going to be at the parade.
Yes.
That was happy news. I was talking to Dick Gerard about the floats and stuff the other day, and he said you were broadcasting.
Well, not broadcasting.
You're
announcing.
Yeah, you're announcing.
Yes.
Because originally, I think we spoke, you had a football game.
Right.
You weren't going to be able to make both.
Right.
But they changed the football game?
Football game got canceled.
Oh.
Because Farmington got rid of their football program.
Oh.
Because they didn't have enough kids.
Oh.
So every team that was supposed to play Farmington this year now has a bye week. This is Newport's homecoming week.
Oh.
There's no homecoming football game on homecoming. So they're going to do a homecoming football game in 2 weeks. It's ridiculous. And nothing Newport could do about it.
Right.
It's just Farmington decided to not have enough kids. So that freed up my Saturday. So now I'll be at the parade, which I was actually bummed that I wouldn't be able to go to the parade because this is a huge one.
Yeah.
Like, this is the 150.
Yep.
They've been gearing up for this for years.
They have. And it's 3 days away. Oh,
yes.
My word.
So, I will be talking to the Stevens Alumni tomorrow.
Yep.
But for those listening right now, walk me through the parade route.
Yeah. So the parade route is a hybrid of what we've been doing for the last probably about 12 years. You know, we have 3 or 4 parades. We have alumni, we have firemen's parade parade in the fall, and we have Memorial Day parade. And years ago we kind of standardized and made all the routes the same. And it's a pretty consistent, easy route to go. Well, semi-easy. It's downtown.
Right.
But the alumni route in past and this year's all starts on Broad Street. The staging is in front of Stevens High School. And right along Broad Street, and then it starts and it goes up South Street.
Okay.
And the way this goes is the older classes start and it finishes with the most recent graduate class. That's usually the last float, being followed by, I think, the fire truck kind of ends the parade. Yep. But anyway, so we go down South Street and then we turn onto Pleasant Street. And if you know Claremont, our downtown is rather confusing. You know, we don't have any straight streets, that kind of thing. But we turn onto Pleasant Street. We take a left right onto Pleasant Street, and we go down to the stop sign and take. I said a left onto Pleasant Street. We take a right onto Pleasant Street. Jeez, I got to put L and R on my hands.
That's fine. It forms an L. You hold your left hand up.
Yeah.
Your index and thumb.
That's backwards.
Right.
So that's right. Yeah. Very good.
And just so you know, I'm double jointed in my left thumb, so that's how I know my left from right.
Oh. Okay.
Is whatever thumb is double jointed.
Well, there you go.
So if you need me to move my thumb, I'll let you know.
Okay. I won't.
That's how
I don't want to see that. But we go on South Street and we take a right onto Pleasant Street. We go down to the end of that section of Pleasant Street, and again take a right onto Pleasant Street. It's kind of a weird little loop there.
Okay.
And then normally we go all the way down to Pleasant Street to Opera House Square, and then come back into Broad Street Park. Last year last year I started talking to Dick Gerard and the alumni about possibly trying to. This is a really big year, and St. Mary's alumni has always been part of the Alumni Day Parade. They're part of the billing of it, the Stevens and St. Mary's alumni. And since this is a big anniversary year, we were trying to develop some sort of plan to include the parade going by St. Mary's High School, which is on Central Street. So the original plan was we were going to go down, go all the way down Pleasant Street and then go down Sullivan Street over onto Pearl and by St. Mary's and come back into Opera House Square.
Okay.
Kind of like add a jug handle.
Sure.
And it seemed to make sense because we have we anticipate a lot more floats and a lot more things. Sure. And this is a parade that usually the head eats the tail.
Yes.
The head is ending and the tail is barely leaving. So I thought, well, geez, that makes sense. We'll make the route a little longer. That way the head's not eating the tail. Mm-hmm. So all that went out the window with the Pleasant Street project being approved and the bids coming in, and we realizing that Pleasant Street is ripped up and we can't do that. So we still wanted to, we didn't want to make it a shorter parade route. And, this was one of the options, just go down Pleasant Street to Glidden where Citizens Bank is, and then just add on Broad Street. But if we did that, it would be a shorter parade route, and we would take out the St. Mary's thing that we really wanted to do. So we developed a new route, which is, I know some people aren't, well, I shouldn't say some people, but it's a little weird. Mm-hmm. It's a little weird, but it's what we're going with.
Sure.
Next week I'll tell you if I was a success or I'm painted with tomatoes, for supporting this. But we are keeping all that same beginning of the route. We're going to turn onto Pleasant Street and right by the Elks, where the Elks normally do their chicken cook barbecue and stuff like that. We're going to be taking a left onto Summer Street. Okay. And we're going to be going down Summer Street for a short amount of time until we get to Pearl Street. And then we're going all the way down the length of Pearl Street to Central Street and by St. Mary's. And then once they get by St. Mary's, they're going up Main Street to Broad Street, and that's where the parade ends. Okay. So it's going to be interesting. Yes. Pearl Street is an interesting street, but we've always had the parade route go down a number of streets where there's businesses. Pleasant Street, Pearl Street is completely residential, and it's a little more narrow than, say, Pleasant Street. But it is a neighborhood, so it should be fine. Mm-hmm. We have to restrict some parking along the parade route, so the residents down there are going to get a nice notice saying don't park on Pearl Street, and the parade's coming through on Monday. Otherwise, you're going to get towed because we need to keep the street semi-clear for the parade. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be interesting. Sure, it's going to be interesting to say the least. So. If you really know downtown Claremont, you can visualize that. Mm-hmm. If you don't know street names and you just know Pleasant Street, but it's traditionally the Elks Corner is very, very busy. Yes, that is. I won't say that's the spot to be, but it's they have the big cookout. They have a lot of people. I get my chicken there every year. How is their chicken? I've never had it. It smells amazing. Is it good? Yeah, I've got to deal with them. I make sure they save me two, for the end. Okay. I go in there, before the parade goes, I'll stop my car and I'll go pay for it and talk to the guys that are cooking that I usually know all of them and make sure that they save me two for the end of the parade. Okay. I can't have them in the cruiser because I'm usually working up post and all this. I don't want them in a cruiser and smelling up the cruiser. And sounds terrible. So after the parade, I have my chicken and bring it home and make one. I make chicken salad and the other, which is really good, and the other one I gobble down. There you go. So it's a half it's a oh sure it's the leg, thigh, and breast. Yeah, it's a half a chicken, right? It's delicious. It's a lot of food. Yeah, but they barbecue right there. They cook it that morning. It's just really good. So and that's something that's been going on forever. Oh yeah, yeah, and they sell hot dogs and hamburgers too, and all that other jazz. Yeah. And I like that good stuff. To people. Yeah. It's you can do that at home, but yeah, but it's cheap money for real. It's like $6 or something like that. And I don't even know what it is. You just give them the money. I just give them the money and say save my chicken. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be back. You sell my chicken, you're gonna have problems. I will mace you. I will take you out. So, but they're really good. They. I usually have family that are on that corner too, so
Yeah.
that kind of stage in that area.
So I traditionally am standing above the Pleasant restaurant.
Yeah.
Or Pleasant Street restaurant.
Looking down upon everyone. Yeah.
No, it's nice, especially it's great for me because announcing, I need to be able to see what's coming up.
Right.
And because sometimes you get these people that will jump lines. Because the Stevens Alumni is so awesome. Like, they do such a great job in organizing. But herding cats is a difficult thing.
Oh, yeah.
So if you get this one band that starts too early and they skip, it throws out... I might say, and coming up next from Manchester, New Hampshire, it is the Dixieland Jazz Band.
Yeah.
And then it's like the Bektash Shriners Band. And I look like an idiot. But these people weren't in the right spot.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
there you can see what's coming, so you don't make that
usually
that mistake.
Yeah. Sometimes I screw up the Shriners because I'll get like 3 or 4 different Shriners.
Yeah.
And you got the monster truck Shriners, and then the little ATV Shriners.
There's a new Shriner coming. I'll let Dick talk about it tomorrow.
Okay.
But there's a new Shriner group that's coming that I'm kind of intrigued to see what they're bringing for this.
All right.
I'll let him talk about it. He told me, and I asked him a few questions, and he gave me tidbits. But I'm sure he'll talk about, and maybe he doesn't even know. I don't know. But anyway, a new Shriner group is here. Yeah. So. It's going to be interesting. I looked at the weather. It looks like it's going to be a cool fall day. So
it should be great, though.
Yeah.
It should be wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, usually where I'm standing, and then you got Rite Aid across the road in that big parking lot, and then it's usually just filled with people. Right there. Where do you suspect is going to be the biggest conglomerate of folks?
I think down by the Elks. I think a lot of that's just going to move down into that funnel and go down. In front of houses on Summer Street, because those people that come to Pleasant Street, they might not even hear any of this, and they're going to get there and go, "What? The parade's?" So they're just going to meander down to the Elks, and that is going to be a busy intersection. That is, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
and and the float has to make a left turn there. I have to do that left turn.
It's a big L.
Yeah, so they gotta sweep wide to get down Summer Street. And it doesn't get tight. Right? It should be okay, but you know how people they get their lawn chairs and they go out a little into the street.
Oh yes.
So we'll have to keep them back there and make sure that some of those big trailers. We try to limit how many. We really want shorter trailers for this parade route, but there's. There are people that have set up trailers for years just for the Alumni Day Parade. And if they have a good driver, they can navigate all the corners, that kind of thing. So there's a lot more corners this year. So.
No, I think I asked you before last week. Is your class doing anything?
No, my class is not doing it.
Not a class year for you?
No. My class is not doing it.
1950 what?
Funny guy. 86. 86. 86. The 80s, the great decade,
86. Huh?
Yeah. Before the cell phones and internet, video games. And,
you had a car phone.
Yeah.
Car phones and mullets.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Lots
not many car phones.
No.
I worked at Ruger's for a short amount of time in the late 80s, and I remember someone there having a car phone. And you're like, "Ooh, they got a car phone."
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
That
is super cool. Yeah. So now look I have NASA's computer on the desk here.
Oh, I know.
So
you got the parade going on. What time does the parade start?
So 10:30.
10:30.
10:30.
And what time are you estimating it to end?
Usually I'm picking up about noon.
Okay.
So 10:30, hour and a half. We shut down the parade route about 5 minutes before it happens, and that's going to be kind of interesting. So if anybody's listening that lives in Unity and they don't know the parade is going to happen, that they probably have the hardest time getting through.
Yeah.
They are trapped.
Right.
They are trapped until we have staging on Broad Street on both sides, and the westbound traffic, the eastbound traffic, the stuff that's going to Washington Street, the post office side of Broad Street, those are the first floats to go. So we clear out that side of the street so we can get people from Unity onto Washington Street or North Street, or even, if they're going to Charlestown, they're just going to have to take a long route. They're going to have to go down to North.
Chandler's Mills Road, right? Or
No, if someone in Unity is trying to get to Charlestown and they want to go through Claremont, they got to go through North Street over to Mulberry Street and then down Charlestown Road. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. I might have even less hair after Saturday. So
and then you got Fall Festival.
And the Fall Festival, and that's just that is, we used to do a 5K before the chili cook-off, and we stopped doing that maybe 5-6 years ago. I don't really remember when, maybe a couple of years ago. We're not doing that this year, so it's just a Fall Festival. Mark Brislin in the Parks Department's doing that, and that's a nice community event. People can go over there and have chili and see their friends. So that's not a hassle for me by any stretch. I look forward to going over there after and having chili and commenting.
You're doing chili and chicken?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, why not?
Wow.
Yeah.
Whew.
I'm a big boy. I can handle it. Yeah. I don't know how many I should have asked Mark yesterday how many people he has signed up. I know my chili's not there, though.
Which is fine. I did need to. I made the announcement earlier.
Yeah.
I got booked to be a judge of the chili contest.
Oh, so you're going over to the chili after?
After the parade, I'm gonna broadcast live from Fall Festival.
Oh, good.
For a little while.
Oh, good.
And then eat chili. And be a judge.
Yeah.
Which is fine, because I've been judging people my whole life.
That's what we love about you.
Yes.
Yes.
Very judgmental.
Yes.
Just quietly about it. All that said, I usually don't like being a judge.
The pressure.
I feel bad.
Yeah.
So if I don't have to see the people, if I can blind judge it, I'll be better.
Oh, but now you just announced it, so they're going to know.
No, I know, but if they bring me the chilies and I don't know whose it is.
Oh, okay. Is that what they're doing?
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Oh, well, they're doing it different. See, this is what I needed Brislin for, and he bailed on me. He didn't show. So, he didn't show. He couldn't go. But
lame.
Yeah, whatever. But normally it's just the crowd. They mark off their favorite chilies and they vote at the end. So now they have official voters. You are. So
darn it! I didn't realize that.
That's how they used to do it. Okay. But if now they're just doing a random group of judging.
Yeah.
Of judgy people.
I don't know. Elise Crossman had emailed me and asked if I'd be a judge. I'm like, it's fine. I'll do that.
Yeah. Chili's an interesting product.
It is.
There are some different palates out there that consider stuffed chili, and I've never been a big fan of the white chili.
I was going to say, traditionally not a fan.
No.
But if somebody nails it, if it's really good, then I can appreciate it.
Yeah.
But not my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't like super hot.
Yeah, I just like a good meaty chili.
Yeah. Like a mild, some zip, but I want to be able to eat food later and not die.
And not Well, we'll see what happens.
And then
no, I don't. This chili cook-off, there's not a lot of people that bring real hot chili, because that is a very narrow-banded.
Yes.
People that like that stuff.
Yeah.
So,
are you a hot fan or not?
I like a zing. I don't like mouth on fire chili. No.
Me either.
No. I can eat it.
Yeah.
But no, I'd rather have just a medium chili. Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to be a busy day. It's going to be a busy day. And it looks like I watched the weather before I came in here today. It looks like it's going to be beautiful. So a little cool. Good fall day.
I'll
good
see
fall
you at some
festival.
point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll probably hear me on my mic if you're set up. So where are you setting up?
I can't remember.
I think you're setting up pretty close to the Elks.
Am I? Okay.
I thought that's what I heard. He was working with, Dick will tell you tomorrow, but Dick Gerard, but I think he was working with the people that own the buildings right across the street from the Elks. So you're going to be right in the middle of the hub.
Okay.
Which makes sense, maybe, because they usually stop and play a little band.
Yes.
So that will be very interesting for them to do it in front of the Elks, where, like I said, there's quite a few people that stage there.
And usually the public access TV records it. And they record my audio.
Yeah. So
when the band stops and plays, because they've got like the honored alumni in front.
Yep.
Class of 1962.
Yep.
Whatever. And so-and-so teacher that taught for 50 years. And,
yep.
But no, it should be good. I'm excited. I'm so happy for the weather.
Yeah.
So happy.
Yeah. And, this is... I started talking about the St. Mary's and stuff like that. It's through the years I've been going to the parade since I was a little kid. And my sister, I remember her riding a horse probably for 4-H or something in the parade, and I got roped into picking up the poop after the horses, and I think that's probably the first parade I ever went to. I was picking up poop or horse poop, but so I've been going to the parade for a lot of years, and I know they've changed the route, and there's been a lot of changes here and there. But there's one thing that's definitely happening is it's less and less St. Mary's alumni that are participating in the parade. I don't think officially they have any floats. They have some people haulers, of alumni and stuff like that. But I don't think there's. I hope I'm mistaken. Maybe there is one that's decorating. I'm trying to remember the list in my head. But there's a lot of Stevens St. Mary's alumni that are just riding and being part of the parade.
What I loved doing it was watching. There was a couple alumni from like the class of 37. Class of 36, 39. And they've probably passed in the last 2 years. Yeah. But that was awesome.
So the person that we leased our farm from, Bill Peterson, was a class of 1918.
Wow.
Yeah. So I remember him going to it. Yeah. And seeing those classes of, the early 1900s, pre-pandemic one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I didn't know existed until this pandemic really hit. But anyway, it will be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. So, and I'm looking forward to it, but I'll be also happy when it's over if everything goes well. Yes. Because it is a different route. So I'm just nervous about that. Yeah, but it's Pearl Street's smooth. It's just a residential small. I worry about people parking on the side and thinking they can watch it there, sitting on their hood, and it's something like that. And I can't do that. I've got to keep it nice and wide. And we have a safety inspection of all the floats because we don't want kids, and we got to make sure there's railing. We don't have people falling off or things running around, and so we're doing that. And I'll be glad to see it succeed. Yes. I know Dick and the Alumni Association. I mean, they're the unsung heroes, and they work so hard on this. They find the bands, they find the Patriots people. They do a lot of behind the scenes for us to just come eat popcorn, eat some chicken, and watch them and wave and talk to your friends. So they have a lot of hard work. I stopped at Dick's house the other day, and he may talk about it, but he's got special signs that say no parking and stuff like that. He wanted to make sure that he didn't overstep his, he's funny. He's working so hard to get this and make sure this is a success with his partners and stuff like that. And I really hope it is. So. And
for those that are listening that are Stevens alumni, don't forget to pay your dues.
That's right.
It's like $10 or something.
Yeah. Pay
your dues.
I may be guilty of not doing that at times. Yeah. Yeah.
For shame.
I know. Both me and my wife and both my daughters will get the flyer, the alumni flyer. And hey, pay the $10. Hey, I did buy they're selling T-shirts, so I bought their alumni T-shirt. I have that. Ink Factory made it, and nice. I picked it up the other day, a couple weeks ago. I haven't worn it yet, but I can't wait to wear it the day of the parade either.
No,
it'll clash with my bright yellow.
Is that what you're wearing?
Yeah, I wear because I'm in and out of the car, picking up cones, and so I want to be bright. I want to be brighter than I am. Don't we all?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's 8:01 WCNL AM Newport. I know you got to run.
I do have to. Well, I'm going to drive, but
okay.
Yes. I'm not Wilmot. Yeah, I'm not running back to Claremont like he does or something.
He ran a marathon.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him since then. I don't know how that went.
I got the press release. He sent. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't send out a press release.
For those that were listening, my face dropped that he did a press release on that. So,
no, but I did see in the Keene Sentinel. I saw where he ranked.
Oh, he did.
He did all right.
Yeah, he's a good runner.
Yeah, he did all right.
I've trained him well.
Good.
Yeah.
It's everything he has is because of you.
Yes. Almost. Yeah, but yeah.
Sure.
All the important stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, his good skills. All right, Chief, we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good.
I'll probably see you on Saturday.
Yes, you will. I'll make sure we see each other.
Okay.
All right.
I look forward to that.
Oh, good.
With bated breath.
All right.